Gone are the days of Synchro Summon Junk Speeder, gone too the days of Alpha Tribute Benton. Say goodbye to banishing a light and a dark, for Blackluster Soldier, envoy of the beginning. Even our last bastion, the one true TCG hallmark, our final fighter, has fallen. Normal Summon Alistair is no more. Oh, he's still here? Bloody typical. Welcome, Custom Car fans. My name is Aurora, and I'm here to bring you the Battleground report of Battleground 17. We'll be taking a look at the top players in this casual competition, what they played, and how they fared in the lead up to the finals. But first, we must address the fallen competitors. 27 players entered Battleground 17, and the 23 who did not emerge in Top Cut were playing Zircon, Exorcista, Megalith, Magispector, Chilldream, Inu, Abyss Actor, Finflame, Inazuma Fighter, Sepulchre, Dark Magician, Earthbound Immortal, Cyberdark, Crystalian, Adamantspater, Witchcrafter, Necristocat, Tokyo Terror, Fusion Pile, Punk FTK, Poker Knights, IMG, and Ancestagon. Before we get into the top 4, however, we must recognise those who only just lost out on the top cut. Sock took 8th place playing Crystalian, a high-level Xyz deck enabled by the lower-level Jamalians that has some heavy force in its powerful monsters and modular Xyz, especially Crystalian Alexandrite. In 7th was Fizzy Izzy and Heroic Meowly, once again playing Magispector. The Magispector's protective effects are some of the best in the game, and their solid lineup of monsters and spell traps, especially when supported by their Link 1, allowed them to claim a high spot in this tournament. Taking 6th was Gator playing Sepulchre, a slow high roll level strategy with an immense payoff in an Infernoid-like effect, and powerful spells and traps that have the ability to float easily. Finally, in 5th place was Kiyomiyo playing Abyss Actors. With custom support at EXU, Abyss Actors have more interaction than ever, meaning that their strong consistency pieces like Mellow Madonna and Hyper Director, alongside the incredibly busted floating abilities of their Abyss scripts, finally have something to aim for. However, what we're really here for is the top 4. The finisher in 4th place was breaking tradition, Amaranthin playing Conqueror. A deck that was featured in episode 5 of Archetype Spotlight, Conqueror is a fusion-focused combo deck that aims to both build and break boards with its modular series of Conqueror fusion monsters, which have a strong mesh of defensive, offensive, and interactive members. In round 1, Amaranthin was paired up against Seeker Brown's Earthbound Immortals and won in a 2-0 match. Round 2 was a null result for Amar, but he quickly picked up the pace again in round 3 with a 2-0 victory against Full's Megalith Utopia Pile. Round 4 was a 2-1 win against Luigi's Inazuma Fighter, and Amar only lost a game when it came to dueling the 2nd place finisher in round 5. From there, he dropped the run back in the semis and took a 1-2 defeat in the losers match to secure 4th place, and despite having a 3-3-1 record, showed that Conqueror is not a deck to be taken lightly. The 3rd place finisher was Nightmare playing Popping Prowess. This is a bona fide control or stun strategy, using counters and token generation to provide protection to its monsters, spells, and traps, which includes floodgates like Summon Limit. This makes Popping Prowess a very sticky and potent deck, and as is shown in its results, though it was not without its fair share of troubles. Round 1 was a loss against Fizzy Izzy and Heroic Meowly's Magispector, taking a 1-2 loss, perhaps due to Magispector's love of bouncing cards messing with the destruction protection of Popping Prowess. Round 2, however, saw Knight take down Redox's Tokyo Terror in a 2-0 victory, then round 3 beat Blazer's Witchcrafters in the same way. Round 4 was a victory against Full's Megalith Pile 2-1, and they kept it up in round 5 against Mismanage's Exorcista. They then unfortunately lost to the tournament's winner in the semis, but defeated Amaranthin's Conqueror in the losers match to take 3rd place. With a record of 5-2, Popping Prowess showed its strength and displayed that it was easily a contender in the tiered decks. In 2nd place was the Tradition Breaker himself, Dome Dread, playing Aid. Aid stands for Animathos Invoked Dogmatica, making use of the Animathos Fusion's ability to be fusion summoned from the graveyard. Obviously, they need to be sent there first, and cards like Dogmatica Punishment and Dogmatica Maximus make that incredibly easy. The first round was a victory against Blazer's Witchcrafter, then the same again in round 2 with Mev's Forfeit. Round 3 was a 2-1 victory over Luigi's Inazuma Fighter, and while round 4 was much of the same against Meowli's Magispector, it was a stronger victory in round 5 over Amaranthin at 2-0. He was then paired with Amar during the semis, where he emerged victorious again in a 2-0 win, though his perfect record was then shattered in the finals with his fall from grace at the hands of our winner, and Dome finished up with a 6-1 record. Aid made an impressive showing this BG, though not to an unfair extent. It seems the right balance of playable and powerful. Placing first, however, was the Pretzeled Snake, playing Dreamer's Path. A very recently introduced deck to EXU, Dreamer's Path is a control-based pendulum strategy, capable of links climbing into an impressive boss monster and, due to the lack of normal summon effects, easily slots in the adventure engine, using it for access to Illegal Knight. The first round was a victory against Cole's Punk FTK, though round 2 was a non-game due to her and Amar not having time to duel. Round 3 was won due to Gator and his Sepulchre surrendering during game 1, and round 4 was again another drop to game, this time to Sock. Round 5, however, Pretzel picked up another win against Meowli in a 2-1 victory, just about squeezing into top cut. Once there, however, she went undefeated, beating Nightmare in a 2-0 victory in the semis, and then beating Dome in a match that we will now watch together. Let's take a look and see how Dreamer's Path fares against Animathos Invoked Dogmatica. So this is the finals match between Dome Dread on Aid and Pretzel Snake on Dreamer's Path. I almost forgot for a second there. Obviously Pretzel's signature Bad Luck and Enjoy, and Dome is going to win the die roll. Interesting, and he's going to choose probably to go first here. Definitely wants to go first here, Dome. Come on. You know you want to go first, Dome. Okay, so Dome's hand here is a little bit sussy-wussy, let's be honest. Invocation in this opening is, it's alright, actually. It depends on whether Pretzel has Ash, which she doesn't. So it doesn't really matter. She has, however, opened Rite of Aramasir. What a fun card. Instead, we've opened Magical Meltdown and Animathos Wisdom. This is the one that adds a spell when sent from the field to the graveyard. But we've also opened a second Meltdown, which does absolutely jack all. We're going to activate Magical Meltdown, use this effect to search the boy. Normal Summon Alistair! Do it! Do it! Normal Summon Alistair, declare effect! Search the invocation. Oh, how brilliant. I mean, sending Animathos Wisdom to the graveyard here is, I guess it's okay. No, we kind of want the Wisdom in the graveyard, but we also want to have a Animathos in the graveyard, which we can only do with its first effect. And unfortunately, if we use that first effect, then it will get banished when it's sent to the graveyard for invocation. So instead, we're just going to use the one card Alistair combo, linking it off for an Artemis the Magistus Moon Maiden, and then we're going to banish both her and the Alistair from the graveyard in order to summon the invoked Mechaba. Then we're going to use the effect in the graveyard of the invocation, shuffling it into, shuffling it into the deck, and then placing the Alistair back in the hand. Especially important since in EXU, Alistair the Invoker is a limited one card. This does shuffle itself into the deck, right? Okay, so Dome didn't shuffle. Hopefully. I don't know. I don't know what's better for him. It's definitely better if he puts it on the bottom because then he doesn't draw it. Yeah, he definitely did not shuffle his deck there. Anyway, Pretzel's going to activate the Twin Gate to Never, which is the Dreamer's Path Rota. Adding a Dreamer's Path monster from the deck to the hand, or if you discard, you can special summon it from the deck instead. So we're going to be adding here the World Engine, which is one of our other rotas. We have like 6 rotas in this deck. And then we're going to follow it up with a Rite of Aramasir, special summoning an Adventurer token in the zone over there, and placing a Fateful Adventure from the deck. We're then going to normal summon the World Engine and activate the effect of the Fateful Adventure to search for the Dracaback. And then we're going to be equipping the Dracaback to the... No, we're just going to activate the effect of Fateful Adventure. This just... Yeah, oh, this is only when a spell or trap card is activated. So really, we could have just gone... Could we not have just gone, Fateful Adventure, equip it to the token, and then bounce the Mechaba, since it can't negate effect... Since it can't negate, spell effects. It can only negate spells. What do I know? We're going to be pitching the Dracaback, and then we're going to use the effect of the Dracaback. Ah, this is why, because we want to have the discard fodder. Yeah, that is tragic, isn't it, Pretz? We're then going to be using the effect of the Dracaback to bounce back that Mechabur into the extra deck. And then we're going to activate the effect of this Gaia's Cradle. Since we have not Pendulum Summoned yet this turn, we need special summon it directly from our hand. This is going to lock us out from using its other effect, but that other effect is a recovery effect, and we don't really need to use that at the moment. We're then going to link the two together, and we were going to summon a Blazing North, which is the Dreamer's Path link to, but it seems that Dome realizes that he has pretty much just lost. Going into game 2, Dome is going to be choosing to go second here, hoping that Dreamer's Path doesn't really do anything on the play. But Pot of Prosperity is going to make that a little bit hard for him to play. Animathos Haste is a very strong card, able to send a fusion from the extra deck to the graveyard on being sent from the field to the graveyard, which I'm assuming Dome can do by linking it off for something like a Linkuriboh or a relinquished anima, that is. 5-formation Tenki here is also going to be able to search for one of our Animathos cards, though I don't remember which one it is. And obviously Double Ecclesia and Magical Meltdown is very strong. Pretzel, on the other hand, is going to be starting off, and the Prosperity in the hand is where this hand is really going to shine, hopefully. We're going to be banishing from the extra deck face down 6 cards, I imagine, so we can see off the top 6 different cards. Ra's, is that Ra's Cradle? It's Ra's Eye Gaia's Cradle. Waters of Creation, a Rota. The World Engine, another Rota. So either one of those is basically full combo. Gaia's Cradle and Water Enchantress of the Temple. We're going to be adding the Enchantress here. Very interesting. We're actually going to be deciding not to use either of our Rotas in terms of getting an Illegal Knight. I guess we should just ban Illegal Knight then. Water Enchantress effect is going to be banishing itself from the hand in order to add from the deck to the hand the Rite of the Aramesir. Then we're going to activate Rite of Aramesir, place the... No, we're not. We're going to activate Crystal Blessed Shores since we haven't Pendulum Summoned yet this turn. Oh, special summoning it from our hand. This is a level 7, so maybe we're going to see an Illegal Knight play? No, we're just going to go Gaia's Cradle immediately and then link the two off for a Blazing North. We're then going to use the effect of the Blazing North in order to search for a Dreamer's Path monster and add it from the deck to the hand. The card we're going to be adding here is going to be the World Engine so that we have access to our scales. We're going to normal summon the World Engine and link it off with the Blazing North in order to link summon the big Link Boss Citadel of Dreams. We'll get into what this card does if and when it comes up in the duel. We're then going to use the effect of the World Engine when in the extra deck, since... yeah, if this card in the monster is sent to the extra deck face up, you can add it to your hand. Essentially meaning it's free link material that you can then use as a Pendulum Searcher. Next, we're going to activate Rite of Aramesir and special summon our Adventurer token and activate the Fateful Adventure from the deck. We're then going to activate the effect of the Fateful Event. No, we're not. I keep on making these calls wrong. We're just not even going to bother. We're going to activate the World Engine and use the effect of the World Engine to search for a Dreamer's Path level 5 or higher monster. That monster here is going to be Empyrean Pilgrimage, since it is a very high scale monster. We can then activate Empyrean Pilgrimage in the Pendulum Zone, and then Pen Summon 2. Here comes the Triff Gaming summon, and we're going to summon the Gaia's Cradle and the Crystal Blessed Shores from the extra deck in defense position. I think both of them are going to be in. Yeah, into the zones that the Citadel of Dreams points to. Next, we're going to activate the effect of Fateful Adventure, and we're going to add from our deck to our hand Illegal Knight. No, we're just going to... No, this is activation on summon to equip the Dracaback, or add the Dracaback to our hand. We're then going to use the effect of the Fateful Adventure, and we're going to add the Illegal Knight and pitch the Dracaback. Then use the effect of the Dracaback in the graveyard. Yep, use the effect of this Dracaback in the graveyard, equipping it to our Adventurer token. We're then going to activate the effect of Citadel of Dreams, which I believe is going to allow us to negate... Yep, this is going to allow us to negate the effects of Empyrean Pilgrimage, even though its effects to block being special summoned... block special summoning non-Dreamer's Path monsters cannot be negated. It, as a card, can be. Then we can special summon a Dreamer's Path card from our deck in defense position. And then pop a card we control, but this effect of Citadel of Dreams cannot be used again until the next turn. The card we're going to be popping is going to be Citadel of Dreams itself. We're then going to activate the effect of Tower of Delusion on Special Summon to add a Dreamer's Path monster from the deck to the hand. And that card is going to be Waters of Creation. We are then going to link 3 and summon another Citadel of Dreams. We're going to set the Bellowing Twins, which is, I believe, essentially Icarus Attack. No, it's not Icarus Attack, but it's a card that exists. We're then going to go to the end phase, and it's going to be... Oh, I see. So essentially, Citadel of Dreams effect can't be used again until the end of the next turn. Unfortunately, that this effect cannot be used next turn effect. That's exclusive to that copy of Citadel of Dreams that got sent to the graveyard. Which means that if Dome activates 5 Formation Tenki or Magical Meltdown, it will be able to be negated with this Citadel of Dreams, which is unfortunate. Dome's going to draw. Of course you would get that off the top, Dome. You're not allowed to be first. We're going to activate Magical Meltdown, and we're going to use the effect of Magical Meltdown to search. We're going to activate the Bellowing Twins, which is going to be able to pop the field spell and is going to block it from resolving. We're going to go activate Dogmatica Ecclesia, the Virtuous, since Citadel of Dreams was obviously summoned from the extra deck. We can special summon this card from our hand. Pretz is going to chain a Legal Knight and special summon it from our hand. Then we're going to special summon this Ecclesia. We're then going to activate the effect of Ecclesia on summon to search for a invoked card, which is most likely going to be... Oh, it's going to be Dogmatica Fleur-de-Lis, the Knighted. We're then going to... we're going to activate 5 Formation Tenki. And then we're going to activate the effect of a Legal Knight, returning them both to hand. Then we're going to chain the effect of Fleur-de-Lis the Knighted. And we're going to chain the effect of Citadel of Dreams, knowing that we're going to be negating the effects of this Legal Knight if Fleur-de-Lis resolves. Which means that we still have to negate this Tenki. So with the effect of this Citadel of Dreams, we need to special summon with Citadel of Dreams first to resolve it, which is going to be Tower of Delusion. And then we're going to pop a card on the field, which is most likely going to be the Dracaback, yeah. Then the Illegal Knight, I'm assuming, is going to be the one negated. Yeah, Fleur-de-Lis is going to negate that. And then on the resolution of all of this, Tower of Delusions is going to activate Chain Link 1, and then we're going to chain block that with Dracaback, the Rideable Dragon. Dracaback is going to equip itself to the Adventurer token, and then the Tower of Delusions is going to search for Ra's Eye. Now, this is very important in the aid matchup because Dogmatic Punishment, as you might be able to tell, is a trap card that's activated during your turn. Well, during your opponent's turn if you're the one activating it, but during your turn if you're the one playing Ra's Eye. Animathos Haste is going to be activated from here, and we're going to see our first Animathos fusion of the match, which is going to be sending from the extra deck to the graveyard Animathos Justice. Then we're going to special summon the Animathos Haste, and even though we have used the effect of the Dogmatica Ecclesia, the Virtuous, to search, as you might be able to see, also you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn. We will be fusion summoning this Animathos Justice from the graveyard. It's technically not a fusion summon, and it's a special summon instead, but that doesn't really matter. We're going to activate... We're going to, well, not activate, but we're going to fulfill the summoning conditions of this Justice, sending to the graveyard the Haste and the Ecclesia. Then we're going to activate the effect of the Haste on being sent to the graveyard in order to send from the extra deck to the graveyard a second Animathos fusion. Is it just any fusion? It's any fusion, and we're going to be sending Titaniclad the Iron Dragon, or the Ash Dragon, that's what it's called. That's really cool. Animathos Justice is going to activate. During the main phase, you type one card on each field. The controller of each card sends either that card they control or one fusion monster from the extra deck to the graveyard. Pretz definitely does not have a fusion in that extra deck. So we're going to be targeting the Tenki and the Citadel of Dreams. We're just going to be able to plus right off of this. So the Citadel of Dreams is going to go straight to the graveyard, and we're going to be sending Elder Entity Untis. Untis effect is going to activate into the graveyard to pop a card on the field. And it's going to be popping the Fateful Adventure so that we don't have the Illegal Knight for the follow-up on the next turn. Normal summoning Ecclesia here, just so we have the beaters in rotation, I do believe. We're going to be attacking with Dogmatica Fleur-de-Lis, the Knighted, to make all Dogmatica monsters gain 500 attack, which is important because it then means that we can then swing into this token with the Justice and swing over the Tower of Delusions with the Ecclesia. This is a relatively strong position for Dome, but unfortunately I don't think it's going to be enough since Pretz does have Waters of Creation in the hand, as well as having the World Engine in the Pendulum Zone. Hopefully we can make this Nib do wonders. Titanic is going to activate in the graveyard, special summoning a Dogmatica monster from the deck, or adding it to the hand. I think it does both, right? Yeah. We're going to be adding here the Dogmatica Maximus, which is unfortunately a spell speed 1 summoning condition, so it's not going to do anything on Pretzel's turn. She's going to draw, and it's going to be an Enchantress. That's so funny. We're going to be activating the effect of the World Engine to search for a level 5 or higher Dreamer's Path card, and it's going to be Gaia's Cradle. We're then going to use the effect of the Water Enchantress to the Temple, banishing it from the hand, and adding from the deck to the hand the Rite of Aramesir. We're then going to normal summon the Waters of Creation and activate Rite of Aramesir. Then we're going to activate the effect of the... Then we're going to use the effect of the Rite of Aramesir to summon the token. But we do only play the one Fateful Adventure. So we're going to be linking together that Adventure token and the Waters of Creation to summon, once again, the Blazing North, which actually just needs any 2 monsters, including a Dreamer's Path monster. On link summon, this card is going to add from the deck to the hand a Dreamer's Path monster, which is going to be Crystal Blessed Shores. Then we are going to Waters of Creation, adding it back to the extra deck on the summon of the Blazing Mars due to its effect to add itself back. Next, we are going to activate the effect of Gaia's Cradle, which is going to be special summoning itself from the hand since we haven't pen summoned, I think. I'm not clicking the next play button. Yep, and then we're going to link the two together to summon our Citadel of Dreams, which is particularly important since we're going to want to pendulum summon in a minute. We're going to use the effect of the Citadel of Dreams, targeting the 5-formation Tenki and special summoning a Dreamer's Path from the deck, which is going to be the Tower of Delusion. I assume we're also going to be popping the Tower of Delusion. No, we're going to be popping Empyrean Pilgrimage. Tower of Delusion is going to activate to add from the deck to the hand, probably another Empyrean Pilgrimage, let's be honest. No, it's going to be a World Engine. We're then going to activate in the pen scale, I assume, Waters of Creation. Or we're just going to use Crystal Blessed Shores immediately. That's also absolutely fine. Crystal Blessed Shores, and then we're going to activate the effect of Ra's Eye, special summoning itself from the hand as well. This game seems like it's probably as good as done. We're going to link the 3 together and summon a World Gears of Theological Demiurgy with 3 level 5 or higher monsters, unaffected by other monsters' effects. And during your main phase, if you control this card that was link summoned using 3 monsters that had 3 different types and attributes on the field, you can destroy all other cards on the field. That's a Water Rock. That's a Dark Psychic. And that's a Fire Pyro. So I think we're seeing a board nuke. Oh, goodbye Animathos Justice, which gets banished when it's after it's been special summoned from the graveyard by its own effect. Everything gets sent to the graveyard, and then we're going to activate the Waters of Creation, use its effect, and search for a Ra's Eye from the deck. We're then going to activate the Ra's Eye in the other Pendulum scale. Pendulum summon 3. We're going to be summoning the Empyrean Pilgrimage. We're going to summon the Ra's Eye, I assume. We need to put game on board, pretty much. The Crystal Blessed Shores, and the last card is going to be the next highest attack in our extra deck, which is the Tower of Delusion, not the Ra's Eye. The effect of Empyrean Pilgrimage is going to activate on summon, setting a Dreamer's Path spell or trap directly from the deck, but I don't think it's going to matter since I think this is game. Unless it's not, Nibiru, the Primal Being, is going to be dropped. We do love rock. Crystal Blessed Shores is also going to activate now, though, to return a card on the field to the hand, since it was special summoned this turn. The card we're going to be returning is not going to be revealed until the effect resolves. Then we're going to activate the effect of the Blazing North in the graveyard. Since a monster effect is activated, that's a when effect. She chain blocked herself. She can't activate this here because she activated Crystal Blessed Shores. Mitori Geico. Why are we playing these cards? They're not good. These cards aren't good. Dome, she chain blocked herself. In any case, it was just a It was just a matter of restructuring that chain link, and Dome would have been completely out of the game. That's aid for you. Very strong deck, but against a deck like Dreamer's Path, which can consistently put up about 3 negates, it's just not gonna do it. Congratulations to the top 4 cut duelists, and congratulations to everyone further who participated. These tournaments aren't possible without you, so it's wonderful to see so many people taking part. If you want to be a part of the next EXU Battleground, make sure to check out the Discord link in the description. As always, be sure to like the video if you enjoyed, and tell us what you thought down in the comments. Subscribe if you want to see more custom card content, and click the bell icon if you want to be notified every time we upload. That's all from me for this Battleground report. Report closed.